An absolute spectacle.
So what happens next? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Nope. Critically acclaimed writer-director Jordan Peele is out with a new horror thriller titled, of course, Nope. It's about two siblings trying to capture on camera what looks like a UFO wreaking havoc around their California horse ranch. This is Peele's third film, all of which have gotten rave reviews from critics. Check out these Rotten Tomatoes scores for the Oscar-winning Get Out, Along with Us, and now Nope. Joining us now to discuss Nope and Peele's impact on the horror genre is Alyssa Wilkinson, film critic and senior culture reporter at Vox. Thank you so much for being here. First thing I gotta say is no spoilers, because I haven't seen Nope yet, and I plan to as soon as possible. But in your latest article, you wrote about Jordan Peele's Nope Explained, unpacking the spectacle at the heart of the movie's mysteries. So to that point, Alyssa, what is Peele doing with his movies that's maybe different or elevated from what typical horror fans are used to seeing?
Yeah, in some ways, I think that Peele is bringing back a tradition that had sort of disappeared from horror for a while, which is the social horror films that kind of address social topics in the midst of being hugely entertaining. So a lot of people know that Get Out is about, kind of racism, and Us was a little bit more oblique, and Nope is also, but it's also just a really good time at the movies. You don't have to know what it's doing in order to enjoy it.
And so you wrote in your article, quote, since the relatively straightforward Get Out, Peele's work has moved away from simple explanation and toward discomforting vibes, and that's to its credit. So that's kind of what you were talking about there. But can you elaborate a little bit again on this specific movie without any spoilers?
Yeah, so no spoilers, but I think that, first of all, it's just kind of a scary movie, which is really fun. A big scary movie. Flying saucers is not, something that we often get to see in the movies anymore. There's horses, there's creepy images, there's a lot of stuff that will kind of stick with you. But when I think about his movies now, so I think sometimes our temptation is to want to, pick them apart and make every single piece of them allegorical or metaphorical. And they're not all like that. A lot of it is just really fun. So it's been a really enjoyable movie to watch.
And would you say that there are themes that do extend throughout all three of these movies, that you could kind of put them all together in a category, or are they really just different, just equally scary or equally good? Is there any sort of genre combination between the three of them?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely interested in race in America, and in this one, particularly race in Hollywood. And that's always in his movies, but it's not the only thing that he's interested in. For instance, an interesting part of Us, his last movie before this, was that it's about how we interact with one another and how we are all responsible for one another. And Nope kind of dips into this idea of the spectacle culture that entertainment has created. This thing where we need to keep amping up our entertainment. We need to keep making things bigger and louder and more spectacular in order to grab our attention. And he's just really interested in that. So I think that, while that element of thinking about race in America is always there, it's not the only thing that he's interested in.
Right. It's a mix of mixing it all together. So I really loved Us. I really thought that was great. So would you recommend folks that liked Get Out and Us to see Nope real quick?
Yes, I totally would. I think you'll have a great time. Screams, fun. It's a great movie. But you also will come away with some stuff to chew on and maybe wanting to see it again.
All right, Alyssa Wilkinson, senior culture reporter at Vox. Thanks so much for being here this weekend. Looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
And Nope did take the #1 spot at the box office this weekend with an estimated $44 million in North America.